Hey guys, welcome to Morning Glory Farmstead. My name is Lolly and this channel is all about gardening, animals, and nature. I've been enjoying these greens in my salads, but also I love the bok choy and the kale, kind of broken up small, and I put it in my scrambled eggs. It is so good. This fall season has been spectacular, you guys. We had a few nights that were below freezing, and so I wasn't sure how long I was going to actually enjoy the visual pleasures that fall brings. But these trees have been staggering the timing of the changing of the colors and when their leaves fall off. And so week after week, I've been enjoying different scenery. It just keeps changing. And so I've got some that have no leaves. I've got some that are green that have leaves that are starting to change. Some are super vibrant right now. So I just keep filming these as the changes take place, and I will just keep filming until there's no leaves left and everything is brown. But I've really enjoyed having the weeks of the fall season and all the beauty that it brings. All right, today is the big sweet potato reveal. My sweet potatoes have been in my GREENSTALK garden for 120 days, and it said to do 90 to 120 days. So I was kind of letting them max out a little bit on the time. I don't think they'll get too much bigger inside the GREENSTALK just because of the space. And so I'm ready to go in and see what they look like. Now I'm expecting to have fingerlings and maybe a few decent sized ones, but I think that my common sense is just telling me that based on the space within the GREENSTALK, I don't think I can get a ton of big ones. But if I get any that are edible, I'm gonna be super, super happy. I put the sweet potato slips in some potting soil and added some worm castings, the same as I did all of my other vegetables. They weren't in sandy soil. I didn't add potassium or phosphate until about 3 weeks ago, and it was slow acting, and so it may not have done a whole lot. Now I'm running out of daylight, so I'm actually filming in the driveway right now as opposed to the patio. So what I'm going to do is take you to the patio, see if I can give you a look at what the leaves look like right now. They're pretty rough. They had been eaten by something a few weeks ago, but now they're really yellow. They're starting to have some brown on them, and I want to make sure that I avoid any type of rot with the sweet potatoes. So even though I'm losing daylight, I'm going to try to get this done because I really want to get them out of those tiers so I can start curing them and then eating them. I've got a mix going on here. You can see that those leaves are looking really good and really healthy, but then a lot of them do not look that good. So you can see here we've got a mix of green and yellow again, and just to avoid anything going wrong with these, I want to go ahead and get them out. It has been the full 120 days, and so it's not premature. And honestly, I'm just super excited to see what these look like. So what I'm gonna do is clip all the vines first so that they're not in the way, and then I'm gonna take each tier one by one over to the driveway because there's a little bit more light over there because I want you guys to be able to see what I'm going to pull out. I've seen some other people do some videos and they look a little bit more like fingerlings. I'm hoping that these are going to be a little bit bigger than that. I've got my sweet potato tiers all separated. They're on the driveway. I'm gonna just dump them out, make a mess on the cement, no big deal. Get all the sweet potatoes out, being very careful. They say you have to handle them gently so that you don't damage them. All right, I'm gonna try to do this carefully. Guys, this channel is fairly new in the YouTube world, so if you like my videos, do me a favor and give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. That'll really help me out. Thanks a lot. All right, guys, so that is the first tier. I've got a variety of sizes. Overall, I am pretty pleased. but I'm always trying to learn how to do things better, more efficiently, to be more productive and make the most of a situation. And so I've already got some strategies I'm thinking about for next time. I'm going to go ahead and dig up the rest before I tell you what those are. Tier number 2, again, I've got a variety of sizes going on, and this one had more than the other tier. So I'm pleased overall with how my sweet potatoes turned out. It's kind of what I expected, but I think there are some lessons here to be learned. First of all, I did not add any extra potassium or phosphate to the soil, which they probably could have used. And so I should have done that at the beginning, but I wanted to do an experiment, see how they turned out if I just kind of treated them like everything else that I planted. And I'm not sure that that strategy was wrong, and I will tell you why in just a minute. One of the lessons here could be that they need potassium and phosphate added to the potting mix as soon as you plant them. So I do think that would have helped. However, I'm not sure that was the issue with how small they were. It may have been part of the issue, but here's why I say that. When I got my sweet potato slips, I planted them all in this one green stock, okay? I dedicated it just to that, but I found a slip that looked like it was kind of broken and had maybe come off of one of the other ones just lying on the ground. And so I picked it up and I planted it in the bottom of another green stalk all by itself. It was the only sweet potato in that entire green stalk. Now there were other vegetables growing in there, like different lettuces and things like that. But that one sweet potato was bigger than all of the ones that I just pulled out, which makes me think that space was the issue. If you have all of these sweet potatoes from each slip, because they can really do about 3 to 5 a piece. That's pretty norm for a sweet potato, is to grow 3 to 5 sweet potatoes from one slip. So if they're all competing for that narrow space down in the green stalk, they may not produce as many. So if you want bigger sweet potatoes, less slips may be the key. I planted a slip in every single tier, okay? So that was like 35 or something like that. But I want to show you the one sweet potato that didn't have to compete for space at the bottom. So this sweet potato that was by itself in the bottom of the green stalk is significantly bigger. I don't know if you guys can see that, okay? The diameter, the length, this one is 9 inches long, and the width of it is the same as some that I have sitting on my counter right now from the grocery store. So I think what this means for me during the next season is that I'm going to add some potassium and phosphate to the soil to begin with to give them a better chance, but I'm also going to give them some more room. I'm going to space things out. It was very clear to me that there were several that were close together around the bottom that really didn't have much room to get bigger, and the one that was kind of by itself in that one green stalk did really well. So I'm really pleased with the way this turned out. I'm glad I learned these lessons. I'm glad I had the one slip that I had just randomly put in that other tier, as opposed to just having them all in this one green stalk, because now I know what may be able to solve that issue of them being relatively small. So I hope this was helpful for you guys, that you picked up a few tips on what you might be able to do to get a really awesome sweet potato harvest next year, okay? I will see you guys soon in the next video. Until then, you guys have a great couple of days. Bye-bye.